Where does it tell me what the body part efficiency? 125% is kind of wild. Maybe I should give it to one of our oldest colonists. Or give it to one of the sanguiphages so that they've got higher blood pumping, which will in turn, I believe, affect their moving. I think moving is affected by that. If I have a look through here. Can I see those basic move speed? Moving. Okay, well, it doesn't really tell me. Blood pumping will, you know, affect all sorts of things, but I wish it was a little bit easier for me to see that kind of stuff. Oh well. What does it mean almost? It means that the places where it isn't better, it's equivalent to, effectively, for bionics. Bionics are equivalent or better. Prosthetics are adequate, but not as good as natural. So you've got the pre-prosthetics, like peg legs. They're just like, well, I mean, you can rest your weight on it, but it's not a leg in the traditional sense. Then you've got a prosthetic leg, which is like, well, it works. It's got a hinge at the ankle and the knee, but it's not as good as a natural leg. Then you've got a natural leg. Then you've got a bionic leg, which is better in some ways, but equivalent, you know, flat equivalent in other ways. So it is a flat upgrade no matter what. And then you've got Archotech, which is better in every measurable way. It is an improvement on everything that body part did. But we don't understand how they work. We just take it, you know, we take it at the at the word of the salesman that yes, no, this is totally better than a natural old eye. You know, or whatever. So yeah, giving it to one of our more capable peeps would be a solid one. Like you right now have a move speed of 4.4 cells. And that is amazing. A warg out here has movement of 5 cells. So you're just a bit slower than a warg. Silas is at 4, 4.8, 4.48. Kagatsuchi there. I think Kagatsuchi, have you got fibrous mechanites? Oh, you don't. How are you so fast? I don't know. No idea how you're that fast, but either way, well done. Is it tea or coffee today? It's soda today. Well, right now anyway. All right. So the plan was expand out my containment cell. We can do that. To achieve this, I need to remove a couple of these doors. And I also need to make sure I've actually got the necessary components for this. Yes, I do. So that will go there. Tonk. This is going to enormously improve the quality of this room as far as keeping prisoners there. So that was step number 1. Step number 2 is I've got entirely too many balls on the map. Dear Lord. I need to take them off the map. Who would like to do that work? Who would be the best person? Nine, do you want a quick job? Actually, let's have a look. Who's good at animals? It should be someone who's good at... Infern, you know what? Maybe Infern should be the one to do it. But you're Pregante, so maybe not. No, not Darkest Dodo either. Sure, Leafy Pew, you can do it. It's been a while. Okay. Kill them? No, we venerate boars, so we're not going to kill them. That would be dumb. That would make everyone really upset. So, Leafy. Now, what we did wrong last time was I sent... Okay, actually, before we do, let's make sure something is the... Yes, okay, the pen is right in the middle there. The balls are food. Yes, they are. They are food. But we venerate them, so we're not going to eat them in the same way that you probably would scoff at the idea of eating your pet. I mean, your parents are just food. Go ahead, go and eat your grandmother. Get back to me on how that makes you feel. I know what I said. Right. We'll keep you two. Your elder balls. Oh, that's good, I think. Solid idea. Let's get those balls off the map. Do I want to take an alpaca? No, I don't want to take an alpaca. We don't need one. It would give me an extra bit of carrying capacity, but I just don't need it. I'll do travel supplies. I don't need the kibble. 0. 3 fine meals. We won't need it. We just really won't, but we'll take that. And I don't think there's anything else we want to take. I mean, I could dump some gubbins off the map, but I don't think I need to worry about it. So that should go. Okay, right. Prepare. Go. All right. How do you eat ashes? Oh, the same way you eat flour. You bake it into something. Well, I shouldn't have to explain this to you. Come on now. Asking me such simple questions like you've never had to eat someone's ashes before. Psst. Right, we also want to pop down paved tile there. Oh, actually, no, we want steel tile here and here. Cancel. I like the idea of having steel tile in these locations. Right. Right, hopefully having Leafy Pew organize the caravan from over here is going to be way easier. Are you now just grabbing the food that you need? You are. Fantastic. Your sleeping bag. Excellent. Okay, that was 1,000,000 times easier. Right, get them all together. All the piglets off the map, please. Thank you very much. Right, okay, so this is going well. I would like more graves, though. So let's get them all prepared. Ready for the eventual dead life dust. Other stuff, I want to improve the walls as a whole, right the way around the colony. Technically, don't need to do anything more than this. That's already 3. Putting one there doesn't serve any purpose. That corner is unnecessary. That one too, so I'm going to pull that one down. That one can stay though. Those edges can be taken away. Same down here. Because to get in here, they would have to go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Regardless, this is still a difficult corner to take. And over here, we're probably going to be okay. Yeah, eventually. But those blocks will be useful. This one, I don't mind doing for now, because I will eventually build that wall out. But right now, I just want to get this built up just a little bit. So we'll do that. Right, get rid of that. Actually, for that same reason, get rid of that one. Yeah, well, no, leave that one there because eventually that'll be part of the wall. There's no reason to pull it down. I think you lose resources when you do that. All right, take care, Leafy Pew. A very edgy colony. Probably true. Right. off they go. And they're already there. Perfect. Right, I would like you to camp. Well done. Is there anything here I want? There's a lot of meat potential here, actually. But I'm not here for a hunting trip, so at this point, world, reform caravan, head back, except don't bring any of the balls back with you. Bring yourself, but none of the balls. As many of those as you can carry, which is 2. Sure. Okay. Why did you bring baby food? I don't know. Caravan lost. Your caravan has been lost. The following people, animals, and mechanoids have been lost with it. That scares the dickens out of me every single time. But it is not something I should be afraid about. Okay, so this is going to be spears. These are maces, shotguns, SMGs. I could have those are shield belts. Honestly, this is fun. Just crack on. What are you building right now? Oh, it's chem fuel. So you're making a hunter pack. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Hello, Zypher. Zephyr. Okay, Leafy Pew is back. Welcome on in. There's a mad squirrel. Where it is hunting who? It's just an angry squirrel. Okay. Would you like to go and murder the angry squirrel? Please and thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. We need to bring more bricks in. So that is a dead wild boar. Yeah, we've got quite a few bits and bobs around the colony that we're good for. I guess technically you are right. I am actually just cutting corners on the defenses, but look, okay, the way you're saying it is not the way that I'm doing it, okay? Right, that's kind of dangerous. I would like all of those deconstructed. Actually, no, don't deconstruct them. Install them here. And here. Sure. Inspired surgery. Ooh. Silas, you got inspired surgery. Now would be the time. Now would be the time to get... How long on this? Oh, you've almost finished the bionic leg. Okay, I'll get the leg or the heart, chat. Should we install the leg or the heart with inspired surgery? I kind of feel the heart is the one that we should install. Because failing a heart installation feels to me like it would be significantly worse than pretty much anything else. Do I give it to Satria? Because Satria will regrow their heart if they die. Should I perhaps give it to someone who isn't a blood feeder? I mean, you know, Satria is already quite powerful. Do I want to double down further? Whilst Crete is 53. So heart troubles are in their future. In fact, they might actually be the oldest colonists we have. They're also a really important one. Dorite is 40. Wall Racer is 41, but Wall Racer is a sanguiphage, so it doesn't matter. Yes, regrowing heart. Yeah, they're a sanguiphage. So if their heart got cut out, they'd just regrow a new one. It would take them time, but oh well, actually, maybe they wouldn't regrow a new one, but they wouldn't die. So you'd have all the time in the world to get them one. Whereas Crete over here is actually old. 53 is... Like, anything over 50, I think, is once you start getting into dangerous territory. No, vampires don't die from old age or illness. They stop aging. They cannot get any older. Let me bring that up for you. So, deathless. Carriers of this gene have archites in their blood, which will sustain their life processes no matter what, as long as their brain remains intact. Carrier of this gene will never die. They're ageless. Carriers of this gene have archites in their bloodstream which continuously reverse the process of aging. Starting at the age of 13, carriers begin to biologically age slower. By 18, their aging process stops completely. They also have non-senescence, so even if they become a vampire old, carriers of this gene do not go through senescence in the normal way. They never get chronic age-related diseases like cancer, bad back, cataracts, or dementia. So, but I'm fairly certain I was mistaken when I said they'll regrow their heart. I think their heart just, like, they become deathless. Like, they just go into death rest. Will they regrow it? I don't know. They might do. They might regrow critical organs whilst in death rest as a consequence of that. But, no, I think Crete's gonna get it. Because you're the oldest person here. Install the bionic heart. Please and thank you. And I would like to make sure Silas is the one to do it. Gotta wait for you to get in there. And tonk. Silas. Prioritize operating on Crete. You'll basically... I don't think it's possible for you to fail. At this stage. There you go. And now we've got a spare heart for someone else. Hooray. Now this is for all organs except natural ones. We want somewhere in here for natural organs, I would say. Yeah, that's already there. Good. If someone could haul that. Natural organs need to be stowed. Am I going to be able to get enough granite from somewhere to be able to finish that construction there? I'm not sure. Is there any more granite on the map? Let's see. I don't think there is. Damn, okay. I'll need to trade for it then. Either that or I just make the whole wall out. You know what? Let's just make the whole wall out of marble instead. I could start turning the internal walls into marble. That would be fine. Okay, quest available. Supplier for S-Phos and quest available Alpha Thrumbo. Okay. A nearby settlement has a special request. They would like to purchase 420 Devil Strand. Okay. I doubt I've got it, no. Be worth a lot, though. Wow. Alpha Thrumbos. While reading Flea's analysis of art, Xavier Void Weaver discovered the location of an Alpha Thrumbo. Alpha Thrumbos are exceptionally rare creatures, believed by many to be mere fiction. Too wild for most to tame and too powerful for most to hunt, their horns are worth more than their weight in gold. Good lord, that's a long way away. That's longer than our shuttle could do. Like, our shuttle needs 2 jumps to get down there. We're probably talking at least 3 jumps both ways to get to that Alpha Thrumbo. What the heck? I don't think that's going to be happening. I could make another Mechanitor. The problem is Devil Strand takes so long to grow. And I've got 5 days. There's no way I can get Devil Strand in that time. Well, it's just a lack of blood. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Another thing that I'm starting to feel is that do I need cooked meals? Really? Couldn't I instead feed my people nutrient paste? Because right now I am spending a lot of materials on all of this gubbins. Like an awful lot of materials. These meals are delicious, yes, but mind you, it is keeping my people's moods up nice and high, so you can't put a price on that. I mean, you can, but you probably shouldn't. All right, how are we doing with making all these components? It's a slow process, definitely. Getting there, though. Okay, second trimester. We definitely need to look at building this out then. So let's bring this all the way down and across. Sure. We're then going to set this room up. And I think we're going to do something similar to what we've done previously. We'll go with totemic stone, top, bottom. Then fine in the middle. Build a copy. Yeah, we're basically going to make the same room, I think. That will eventually get reinstalled. As will this. Move the plant in there. And we're going to need to build a crib. Along with some more toys. I'm starting to wonder if maybe I shouldn't just make a separate, like, set of toys. We can always look into that. But that'll become a new single room. Take me a little bit of time. My constructors, they're quite busy at the moment, so we install that here. Make another one. Expand this out a bit. Don't deconstruct it, please. There we are. Well done. You didn't even get hit by a trap. I am proud of you. Let's go for some nice flooring in there. What are we presently researching? Recon armor. Oh, I very much approve. Very much approve of the recon armor. Let's get that as soon as we possibly can. We definitely have quite a lot of work to do right now. I would love to get the animatree closer, because right now it takes them so bloody long to get over there. I wonder if I could make a path. Like, would this cause issue? Maybe not, you know. I don't know. I prefer them to avoid the worst of this pollution, having to walk through it every day. Can I make two bases next to each other, like on the map that I released the bullets? Well, I've already abandoned that camp, so I can't go back there now. But you could, yeah. That is a thing that you could do. Have we got any interesting plants in these areas? We've got a lot of witchwood, but might find all kinds of things growing there eventually. A lot of pollution down here, though. If we have a look at our animals, we're in a much better place now. Let's go ahead and train those boars up. How much? Oh yeah, we've got fine in terms of nutrition. Oh, what just happened there? What just happened? Huh? Hang on a second. A bunch of skill ups just happened. Was that decay or increase? I sincerely don't know. Well, that was a bit bonkers. Right, we've got a quest. Hi, Stellark would like us to accept some unspecified cargo. When pressed for details, he avoids the question. There is desperation in his voice. If you accept, he will deliver the mysterious cargo by transport pod. Okay. Psychic shock lance is quite nice. A gene pack for green. Okay. Kane says, I wasn't able to catch much of the Odyssey start. Would you say an actual bedroom on the ship is needed, really, for the game? Or would building temp rooms for beds at each location work? Temp rooms would totally be okay. Is the cargo a person? Well, they won't tell me. Okay, so there's a couple of things it could be. A couple of things that I'm aware it could be. It could be a revenant spine. It could be the cube, which is a problem. It could be a corpse, which is also a problem. Does anyone know if you can re-enter a map you took off with from the grav ship? No, you can't. You cannot re-enter it. It's the same as if you abandon a settlement, you can never go back there. Unless you use a grav anchor, in which case you can. But that's the only way. If you've built a grav anchor there, then the map remains okay, but otherwise it just gets twisted by the grav engine. You know what? We're going to do it. I accept for a shock lance. Let's find out. Mysterious cargo. The mysterious cargo has been delivered. It appears to be a human corpse. Bugger. On further inspection, the corpse looks like it's identical to Leafy Pew. Its skin feels waxy and warm to the touch. Leafy Pew is deeply unsettled by its presence. Study the corpse to learn more about it. That isn't where the corpse is. There it is. So, this is advanced. deteriorating and roofed. Now, the problem with this corpse in particular is that we can't deal with it. You can't, like, destroy it, because if you do, the corpse gets angry. Yeah. So, if we look at a natural corpse, -6, wherever I go, I can feel it watching me. It never, ever stops. Can I stow it in here? I don't think I can. But I could pop it into a special place where Leafy never goes. And that is probably wise. Probably wise. Let us make a special place for Leafy's corpse. That only those with a very strong constitution dare enter. But it should be lit, so it needs to be close enough and not too tight that my peeps would be upset with that. Where do I want to put it? Somewhere down here will do. Right. Actually, I only want a single tile. Delete that. A single stockpile tile right there. I want to change this. Clear all. Critically important. Corpse. I think human and possibly entity. I'm not entirely sure, but now I want that corpse brought in. It is really going to freak Leafy out, but it won't decay. Haul them. Where are you hauling them to? New research is available. You've discovered the unnatural corpse has yielded new insights. You can now research the following anomaly projects. This gives me death refusal. Oh, I approve. Entity Codex, unnatural corpse. There we are. An odd corpse that feels waxy and warm to the touch. Something is deeply unsettling about it. But that has unlocked death refusal. Down there, advanced psychic rituals. Death refusal. Perform a psychic ritual which grants death refusal to an individual, allowing them to self-resurrect once after dying. Now, that is doesn't matter. Their head could pop off. They could be reduced to like a hand. As long as they have been given death refusal, you can wait, and you can wait, and then trigger the death refusal, and then whatever is necessary to make their body livable again will be regrown, and they will come back to life. Yeah, I refuse to die. That is in fact it. Yep. Presently, I'm thinking of going for the serums. But I could go for ghoul enhancements maybe, but serums feels a bit better. But you know what? No, we will go for advanced psychic rituals. Crete, I really need you to work on those in particular. Right, where are you taking it? Good. Right, I will allow study. This is an advanced corpse, and so it will afford us advanced anomaly study. A wall lamp can be right there. It will be set to dark light once it's built. All right, quest complete. Pods have arrived. Good. All right, haul this in. But this, as you can imagine, is going to make... No way you're taking it. No. The angry corpse would get very angry if you cut it up. Sorry, the weird corpse would get very angry if you cut it up, and it would hurt Leafy Pew a lot. Salandra and Dorrider hooking up. Good lord, I'm going to need double beds everywhere. Okay, fine. Need a double bed in this room. Has anyone just got a regular good bed? You know you've got a regular good bed. Do we have the gas cubes can fly possibly? Right, we'll get a new bed set up for you once you're married, because until then you can't. I'm fairly certain that's the case, is it not? But we're getting to that point now where everyone is hooking up. Yeah, spouse only. So no hanky-panky until marriage. Oof. Who just went down? Who was around you at the time? No one else. So that's okay. Oof. Actually, no. No, that isn't true. There was a bunch of people went down. Oh, man, that sucks. Oh, well. Here's a thing that happened. Do we want to do a Dance of Hollow Voices? We could light a campfire in here in order to do a Dance of Hollow Voices. Yeah. I think we need something to lift people's spirits, because right now I do not think they're going to handle this particularly well. This is all going rather sideways for them. Can the corpse be resurrected? That's a good bloody question. That is a good question. I've never tried, so I don't know. I've never tried to resurrect a strange corpse. I don't have a resurrect a mech serum, but I am really, really tempted to look into this now. Philandra, though, Tequila Jane gets priority, but yeah, you've piqued my curiosity. Oh, hi, Randy. Thank you. I appreciate it. We all appreciate. See, Randy forgives us for the free IIOs earlier. All is well. I need to take a load of beer to sell at some point. Alright, let's do a Dance of the Hollow Voices, shall we? We've got a very good chance of this being amazing. I'm going to zoom out. I know you want to hear the cool music of the dance, but I also know you want to hear the yeah, yeah, yo. So I'm not going to be a scallywag and take it away from you. I could, but just zooming in, and it would have overwritten it. But it was a, we're up to 12, from 12 to 13. It was a fun Dance of the Hollow Voices. Nice. Everyone's got a bit of a mood boost. That will overwrite Leafy Pew's issues from the corpse. But not everything. We need to get rid of that torso scar quite badly. We're doing okay for food. When's our next harvest of food? I would say we're not actually doing okay for food. So what I'm going to do out here is we are going to create a grow zone. Like so. Expand it out even further. Then I'm going to shrink the zone. Down until it's only the rich soil. And we'll grow some rice or something on it. By the way, chat, out of curiosity, how many of you checked out the game I did a first taste on yesterday? God, that was a fun game. It was an incredibly short game. And replayability is low on it, I would say, but it's very cheap. Just a lovely little experience, though. I had so much fun playing it. There we go. The plant was my favorite. The plant was actually really fun, yeah. The plant was fun to play. The boss fight with the plant was extremely enjoyable. Though my favorite puzzle was easily the rotating rooms. Easily. Right, set this up as rice harvest, please. Is there much wildlife I could go and hunt? There is. Plenty of quail. There's a lot of small wildlife out there, unfortunately. Sure. Okay. The worm? No. The warrior. But yes, also kind of the worm. You know what? There's something I'm going to add into this, and that's to make patch leather. And forever, but details-wise, I only want to use stuff I'm not making myself. So don't use blue fur or camel hide, because I get a lot of these when I get it. Don't use dread leather. Heavy fur, maybe. Don't use light leather or plain leather. It doesn't look like I can make this out of human skin, so that's not an issue. Light leather, where do I get that from? Lightweight, probably harvested from a small animal, not as protective as... You know what? You can use light leather for that. Heavy fur, harvested from large, hardy animals. Camel hide. Scraped camel skin. That we get from llamas. Blue fur we get from buffalo. And when I do hunt them specifically, I want that. I think heavy fur we get from like mega sloths and the like. Never use Thrumbo for this. Okay, there we go. And anyone can do it. This exists just to get rid of all of the little things that I've got little bits of. Just if you can, make it into something I can use. I would like that wall to be deconstructed. And you know what? I would like these walls to also be replaced with marble. That will do. I will need a bit of a better vent though. You know what? Maybe I don't turn that into a separate room and I can just move the table in there. Make it a bit of a larger space. In fact, what I could do is move this wall down to allow this room to be bigger. Yeah, I actually quite like that idea. That's definitely something we can work on. Attack work. Wasted to set up a camp and are harassing caravans of the Shattered Empire. For honor, 6 soldiers carry out the attack. Problem is, once we're there, we're not going to be able to get away from it. Ooh. What were you eating? Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, I'll have to bear that in mind. It's a bit rough, but alright. I can always turn this into something else as well. Like, this may actually be what we set up for our blood beans. And have that as the actual prison cell. I'm thinking that might be what we do. Uninstall these. All of them. I'm going to move those beds across here. I will build another set of dresses. Not that it would really make any difference, but look, okay, I feel a little bit bad for them, so. Can people escape as torsos? No, they cannot. They cannot. Okay, there we go. There's a Mega Sloth. Would not be a bad idea to go and take them out. We'll wait for that. Right, in terms of our present clothing. I'm starting to feel like my Vanguard and my Phalanx, I mean, the only difference is their utility. And if I'm forcing them to equip things, like, there's no real difference between them. Also, that should be up there. Why have some of them got 62 instead of... No, 65. Oh, no, I remember why I did that. I changed the way I was setting these up so that there was a little bit of buffer between where they take it off and what I'm creating for them. But I think Vanguard, it was literally the utility that was different. Like, I actually don't think there's any real difference in what they're allowed to wear. Face mask and flak helmet is going to be the same. Then middle will just be flak vest, flak pants, which is the same. And the outer is the flak jacket right now, and skin is flak pants. Yeah, I think, honestly, if I'm not going to have them specifically equipping a type of gear, then this isn't necessary. I can just have one Vanguard. And that should be good enough. Right, we're going to reinstall this over here, and this one, and this one. There we go. That can stay there. What's being attacked? I heard something being oh, right, there's a ball. That can be buried. Okay. I would adore it if some of my peeps would, when they wake up, prioritize hauling these. You'll never haul. This is going to irritate them a little bit, but I really need these brought in. Like, desperately so. Let's get all of that in so I can finish off these walls a bit. Oh dear. Well, that's unfortunate. Please go put out the fires, eh? Thank you. Go a bunch of berries from the foraging. Okay. Oh, we got the wall in there. So now the containment strength is 166. Let's actually have a look at the entity codex for a moment. And so a site stealer. Containment strength needs to be... Does it say? Oh, maybe it doesn't. I guess it's only when you've actually got them. Oh well. Shame. We're probably going to do a void ritual to try and lure something up. Oh, where did you go? Where's it gone? Why is it over here being eaten by my animals? Stupid corpse. It wandered off. It's scarpered. Come on, can you go and haul it for me? Before it gets even more damaged. This is the problem with that corpse. It likes to go on a wander every time you take your eyes off it. Your gremlin pod. Sure. Oh, also, let me have a quick look. Are people carrying what I've told them to carry? No, they're not. I don't know how to get them. To carry certain amounts, which is a bit annoying. Does anyone happen to know how to go about carting? Making sure that your pawns all carry the drugs you tell them to carry. I know someone said that there's a limit of 3 things that they can carry, but I mean, my peeps are all carrying things. Maybe it's a case I need to drop that down to 1. No, everyone's got that on 1 already. Yeah, I mean, some of them aren't carrying more than 1 item, though. Right, you drop that. Drop this as well. Wherever it is. Where are you? You know what? I'm going to quickly allow everything on the map. Hopefully people will go and collect what they need. So you've picked up 1 medicine. You've picked up a simple meal. But I would very much like it if you'd pick up the goat juice or the Ayo, which I've got in abundance. Your investigations of the unnatural corpse have revealed more about the body. An architect shard at its core psychically links it with Leafy Pew. It will rebuild itself if destroyed and teleport any distance to be near Leafy Pew. Infern Dragon thinks that there may be a way to permanently destroy the corpse, but it will need further study. Very well. Continue exploration. It loves Leafy Pew. It never wants to be separate from Leafy Pew. It will follow Leafy Pew for as far as it has to. Can't you set your drug policy to have them carry one? Yeah, and I've got that. It's telling them keep in inventory 1 Yayo, 1 wake up. Over here it should be 1 go juice, 1 Yayo. So I don't know what else I can do about it. That should be a dark light. Can they carry multiple different ones? That's what I think is the case, or at least I hope. That's what I got from the advice that I was given last stream, that they can carry 3 things. This should allow any kind of corpse. As long as it is rotten. Okay. Oh, actually. Don't allow colonist corpses. Or unnatural corpses. Ah, good, they've moved them over. Perfect. I'm going to make that one temporarily a colonist bed. And someone should go... Nope, carry them to a bed. Please. Thank you. And now this can become a prison cell. Right, uninstall the shelf. I would instead like a table there. We will get that set up momentarily. Also uninstall that. I'll probably go and deal with the Megasloth in a little bit. Right now, we've got a chunk of food, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about it. There we go. Right, that flooring needs to come up. In fact, all of this flooring needs to come up. Because it is way too fancy for what it is. And it's adding too much wealth.